It is Monday. After I put corn out and did that whole sit. And I'm heading to the blind again because, well, I called off work because there was a winter storm coming, and believe me, we got a winter storm. I'm heading down the road right now, but I figure, as long as I can get down to the hunting land, the hunting should be good because we got snow. This is the first snow I hunt in.
Well, it's January 17th. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning now. And honestly, I'm totally surprised. We've got like 6 inches of snow on the ground, but it's a little bit windy. And I haven't seen a deer. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen a bird. Everything's dead right now. I'm kind of hoping after the wind dies down a little bit, maybe they'll start moving, but as of right now, it's completely dead. Well, it is definitely a cold morning in Ohio here, but my buck has been showing up, so I've had probably more history with this buck than I have with really any other deer. This buck was on a corn pile when last year when I shot my buck stickers,
Yeah.
and he's just a big bully. We call him Blackface, but I'm hoping tonight he shows up. Well, January 25th, we are in a different stand. Last night I didn't hunt. I wanted to, but the wind was just plain wrong over in the other blind, and luckily I didn't because he showed up over here on the corn feeder, which is on a different, it's kind of on a different land, but it's still our land. It's on a different part of our land, like almost on the opposite side of our property.
I will be the last to fall. shed a tear for them to see. And I won't have your name to call, 'cause I will be the last to fall.
there's an arrow in him. I wish I could say 100% that it's a good shot. I feel it's a decent shot. I don't know if it's a good shot. That is one tough deer. Definitely not going after it tonight. Still walking over there. Yeah, so definitely not going after him tonight. That just makes me sick. That's a heartbreaker, man. All of a sudden, just 4 deer just showed up. A really nice young buck showed up first with a doe, and then Blackface actually showed up behind him, but he stayed up to the north a little bit, or up to the side a little bit, and I noticed they were really watching over to the other side of the creek. I looked over and all of a sudden I was like, that's the white 6-pointer, which is another shooter. It's an old buck, and he probably scores more and is probably bigger than Blackface is, but I was just so determined to get Blackface that I wasn't even really concerned about him. But they came over and it literally looked like they were gonna fight, but finally Blackface, that was the first time I seen Blackface back off on a fight. So maybe he was getting a little older, but he did back off. But there is an arrow in Blackface right now, so I did what I wanted to accomplish. Now I just need to. We just need to retrieve them. Oh my God! The amount of work I put into this buck. It feels so awesome. I've worked my ass off to get a shot at this buck. And he has played with us left and right and left. Oh my God. He made a mistake tonight. Finally made a mistake. I'm probably gonna walk out and find my arrow and see what it looks like. Then I'm backing straight out and heading home. I'm not gonna follow him, nothing. And I'll be here tomorrow morning.
So, went to check for my arrow, did not find the arrow, but that is understandable because there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground. Pretty sure it was a clean path through. I do have blood. I didn't have blood for probably 10 yards, but after that, it's nothing, like it's not gushing out, but there's definitely blood, available. So, yeah, I'm on the way home. Planning on coming back tomorrow. I don't think there's anybody going with me, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to spend the whole day looking for this buck if I have to. I'm going to do everything in my power to find this, because this deer, means a lot to me. I mean, I worked hard for this deer, so I'll be back tomorrow morning. But It's probably gonna be a pretty long night for me. Really hoping I can find him. Well, that was by far one of the longest nights of my life. And partially because at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, I woke up, and for some stupid reason, I checked the cameras, and blackface was there. I was stunned. Like, I was literally stunned. So, I definitely couldn't sleep after that. But I went on the computer and I re-looked and I looked and I looked and I looked. And it is confirmed I did not shoot blackface. So, this is a 7-pointer. He was showing up on the other corn pile. I don't know his age. I was not after him. To me, he was not a shooter. So, you can probably imagine what I'm feeling right now, and it's not... I'm not happy, but... things do happen. I'm really just hoping this buck's at least dead, where it doesn't suffer, because that's just... I just hate that. So I guess the story is, the first time I drew my arrow, I have no idea how it happened, but the first time I drew, my arrow fell off the rest. So, while I was absolutely amped up, I had to put my arrow back on the rest, and over that time, blackface walks off the camera. And I was concentrating on putting my arrow back on my bow, and I just look up and this deer walks like 20 yards in front of me, and my first reaction was it's blackface. So I drew, he gave me the perfect angle shot, but the shot itself was not good. It was high. But it really is what it is, because I am not gonna treat this deer, tracking this deer, anything different from what I would track blackface. If I don't find this deer, it means I would have given up on finding blackface as well. I'm gonna give it everything I've got to find this deer. And I have not made up my mind yet if I'm gonna continue to hunt blackface if I don't find this deer. But we came back the next day and we tracked this buck for, I would say, 400 yards. We had quite a bit of blood at first, but then it got less and less and less. I had snow. I was able to track him very good, but he came up to the top, bed it down once, And after he stood up, I mean, the blood splatter were like needle prints. I mean, that's how small they were. And they led over to the neighbor's land, which we have no permission to go on. And being we had so little blood, I said, you know what? We're gonna let him go. I feel he's alive. But the point of it is, Blackface is not dead. And I wounded another animal this year, and as much as I hate it, that's part of hunting. We all try to do a perfect shot, and at the time, nerves were high, things weren't going perfectly, and I just misplaced my shot. So hopefully next year Blackface will show up and I will be able to continue the story on him.